Hey, good afternoon, Manchester. Here, if you know the surrounding areas here, we have a gorgeous, what's the name of that show? The Bay Girls here, Baywatch on TV.
Baywatch?
Baywatch. Here we have a model here that should be on Baywatch TV
yeah.
show
Baywatch,
here.
yeah.
And all that,
I can swim, but that's about it.
And Lori, welcome back. We missed you last week. 2 weeks ago.
Thank you.
And I hope you feel. Folks, what I want you to do, she doesn't know. I want to send healing energy to her. Okay, she's been going through a lot of sickness and a lot of pain. So, you know what? We can send. She's always sending out healing energy to everybody. Like I now, let's reverse it and send it to her. I know she doesn't want me to say that to you, but I'm going to anyway.
Thank you.
I think it's part of it. Don't you think we should?
I do.
You know, it's
I
part of who
do.
we are. And like I said, we have an absolutely gorgeous gift here. She was on here. What did you say, back in 2011?
2011 and 12.
Well, that's a long time now.
It was a long time ago.
And my hair got grayer, you know. And we're going to welcome back. You want to tell everybody who you are?
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm Anne Diedre. It's great to be back with Norm and Lori. I am still writing. I just finished writing my latest book. It's my 8th published book, Intuition. I'm a speaker, author, coach, publisher, artist, and I think that just about covers it. Psychic.
Yeah, there you go.
So, really happy to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you back on
Thank
again.
you.
I just can't pick on your ex-husband anymore, but that was fun anyway.
We all had fun.
So tell us a little about what you've been doing since you haven't been on here. You had your own TV show.
She's been incredibly busy.
Yeah.
I have. I miss being on the air, and thank you. You really gave me my start here, being a guest so many times, and I loved it. And then, I had some things going on in my life, some personal things and commitments, and so had to go through that whole process. But I've stayed pretty busy. I created a deck of oracle cards. I think I was just doing that when I was here last. Written a few more books and really getting out speaking a lot more.
That took a lot of courage for you to go out speaking, didn't it?
Yeah,
it really
sure
did.
did.
And if I remember, I told you we were going to be doing that. Nah, I don't think so. I'm not going to be ready for that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the main thing that I know is that people love you.
Aw.
Okay, if they didn't love you, you wouldn't be as successful as you are today. You already know that. I also will. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
You know, it's all about people, and you're a people person. You cannot be committed to just one say person because that's not your personality. Okay, I'm not saying you'll never get married or anything like that. No, but you have to be committed to all the universal people. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
That makes sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
There's, if I may, we talked earlier, but
Please.
there's a lady that has passed away that wants me to let you know that she doesn't understand what you're doing, but she's very proud of you.
Wow.
Is that your mom?
That's my mom.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's very proud for the fact that you're sticking to what you believe in. even though as a child she tried to discourage you from it. Does that make sense to you? Okay. But she's very proud of you. I want you to know that she wants to make amends with you. I don't know
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It means a lot.
I'm not going to go into the personal details because that's between you and her and it has nothing to do with me. Okay. And she says that she wants to talk to you, but you're not listening.
Well, that hasn't changed, I suppose.
But sometimes we do have to listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there are going to be many. Did she like gardenias?
Yeah.
Okay. That smell. Can you smell a gardenia?
I don't smell any today.
Okay.
Normally I smell the flowers, but I don't smell
But I
today.
smelled very strong gardenias around her, and she was her appearance was very important to her. It wasn't just like it is to you. She used to get on your case about your appearance.
She helps me care about that. Yeah.
Okay. She was not domesticated, but she was a good housekeeper and good mother. But she said she really wasn't that domesticated. She did what she had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I have to let you know that she loves the whole family. Okay.
Yes.
And she's very proud of the mom you were, or you are today.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
She thought you were a little floody at times.
Yeah. What's the word?
Floody.
Floody.
In other words, you were like out of space at times.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. But she had, see, you had the gift that she would have had but didn't know how to use it, nor was she allowed to do it because you were in a higher scale level of society, okay? And you had to always be prim and proper. Does that make sense
That
to
is
you?
so true.
Your dad, did your dad also pass?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's also telling you how proud he is of you.
Oh, my God.
Were you daddy's little girl?
Sort of, I think, yes.
Yeah,
he
he
was
said
kind
you
of
were.
tough.
Yeah.
He was tough, but I know that he
but
cared
you're
for
the
me
only one
deeply.
so you
Yeah.
dared to stray away. You dared to. I mean, it was a challenge for you.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and but you won't come a lot of that. I have to see a lot of amends being made between you and your other family members.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
and I think that's important for all
Yep.
of you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not easy doing the work that we do, is it?
Nope.
No? Right? But you know what? I wouldn't want to go the other way, would you? This is a path that I chose long before we were even born.
Right. We knew what we were getting into.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't want to believe it when we knew what it was. Well, actually, if I remember correctly, Nostradamus says that they show us images before we come here of what our life journey is going to be about. We can either accept it or reject it. We have a path that goes this way, or we have a path that goes this way. I saw a path that goes this way, and I go, I don't want that. I could never picture my little girly hands doing manual labor. Could you picture me doing
No,
manual labor?
no, not you, princess.
No.
No manual labor for
No. You know.
you. You just call me when you need some work done.
Right.
And I'll come do
Well,
it.
Scott's very good. Where you're living, you got a lot of spirits. You're not afraid
I'm
of
not
them, are you?
surprised to hear that. I've been there 20 years.
Yeah, you're not afraid of them, are you?
No. No. Well, one time I was watching The Ghost Whisperer and the lights went out on the show, and then my light went out right next to me, and I said, "That's very funny."
Yeah, that's what you do with them, you know. That's what you know. People have a misunderstanding about spirits a lot of times because they see so much of that Ghostbusters, and I'm not saying they won't hurt you. Don't ever get that idea that they won't, because if they don't want you around, they're going to find a way to get you out of there. Mm-hmm. They're not going to kill you. They're not going to do all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was smiling as I read a comment on another person that wrote on there how they got freaked out being on a certain area with a ghost or I call it spirits. I don't like the word ghost.
Right.
You know?
I think there are people
so
that have passed on.
You know, and I love these wannabe ghosts. What do they call them?
Ghost hunters?
Yeah, it's ghost hunters. You know, I love that. You know, and there was some that are right. I one couple that read Rich Dan Boy.
Yeah.
He likes what he does, and he really does a great job at it.
And he's very respectful,
is.
which is the big thing.
Yeah, that's what you have to be. If you're not respecting, even if what we do, if we don't respect the spirits that we have today, then you know what, we shouldn't be here.
There are people that have passed over, is how I see it. That's nothing to be afraid of, because I'm not afraid of people, so I'm not afraid of things on a different dimension.
And I've handled some pretty angry people, and I know you have, and I know you have. And so if they get too angry, they don't want to be hurt, I just send them back. It's very quick. Mm-hmm. So you wrote a new book.
I did.
And what is it about?
It's called Intuition: 7 Basic Instincts to Change Your Life. And I really want...
Put your mic up a little bit closer to you.
I really want this information. People ask me the difference between psychic and intuition. We all have intuition. We can develop it as much as we want to. So I put just about everything I have been working on. Really just in the past, 2004, 13 years, I wasn't intuitive most of my life, and that was really tough. So I felt like sharing something about what it's like to be intuitive and have inner guidance and know ahead of time some things you can do in your life. It's much more helpful than being in the dark, I suppose. So this did just come out, became an Amazon bestseller pretty much right away.
Got that book to autograph?
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
absolutely.
They would like one, yeah. Not that I'm greedy, But, people will ask me, what is it, and I'm sure you must get it, what is it like being a psychic, or what is it like being intuitive? I can't tell you. I don't have an answer, because I grew up with it. You kind of grew up with it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I grew up with it, but I say to people, when the phone rings, do you know who it is before you answer it? Same thing. Do you, when you go in, if you're going somewhere and you feel like you should turn right instead of left, do you follow that? It's just that's intuition. That's you're following your inner guidance.
Yeah. How do you answer it?
Well, we've got the mind too, because I know for me, before I was intuitive, I would want to do things and think I could do things, and then my left brain or mental realm would say, oh, you can't do that, and so I'd listen to that instead of the, oh, yes, you can, and here's how you do it. So it was a learning process for me to learn to listen to that instead of the doubting Thomasina within me.
Well, I guess because I remember doing this since like 8 or 9 years old, and not understanding it. And no, folks, I'm not any better than anybody else. You'll never hear me say that. Right? I'm not any better.
None of us are.
There are a lot of people, I will say,
different.
that we all read them. You read it differently than I do. I read them differently than she does. We all do it our own special way. Mm-hmm. And this is what the Spirit wants us to do. I've done the negative energy and I've done the positive energy. So I've had to learn both to be where I am today, And when people ask us how we do it, everybody has their own answer.
Yeah, everybody's abilities are different, I think, and their specialties and what they're good at.
Well, you started expressing yours with art, right?
Art first.
That's
but
right.
I didn't know that it was intuitive, even though I had this little voice in my head in 1990 saying, put the brush stroke here. And I remember that, and I did it, and I was amazed by it, but I did not know that was an intuitive channel whatsoever.
And her artwork is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it really
You've
is.
put a couple pieces on the show, if I remember correctly.
I think I have,
Yeah.
Yep.
And when you come to, hopefully you can make a next event. If you want to bring some of your artwork there, we're more than welcome to do that. I'm not going to have as many jewelry vendors, and I'm going to have more of a culture to it, more towards, and I did listen to you. I cut the line down to 10.
Good.
Okay.
No more than 10 readers.
No, and we're going to have one room where we're going to have the Reiki energy and the massage in another room. And then we're going to have more people that have animal products and stuff.
Right.
Instead of more like jewelry and stuff like that. Because apparently the jewelry makers and they don't make a lot of money there. And, so we're going to do it a whole new ball game, And do you have a website?
Do I have a website?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. It's
tell everybody.
Sure, thanks. It's AnneDiedre.com. ANNEDEIDRE. Although if you spell it wrong, it does redirect, I found. So
What did you say?
Diedre's hard to spell.
Diedre.
Anne Diedre.
Whoa, what'd you say?
Okay,
we can't put
Norman.
This way you know where my mind's running to.
Norman,
That's why people love me. Right?
That's right.
And I've been I have been really extremely busy, and I love it. I went to a place called Atkinson.
Atkinson?
How do you call it?
Atkinson?
Yeah, Atkinson.
Okay.
What a small town.
I have heard of it. I'm not really sure where it is.
I don't know. All I know is I got in the car and they drove me there and I did a party. And I had fun.
Okay.
And then I went to Sandow a couple of times.
Yep.
The one thing about what I'm doing, and I love doing what I'm doing, I think we have to. Otherwise, why do it?
Right.
I've had the pleasure of seeing a lot of the different parts of New Hampshire. The only thing I haven't gone to now in about So I'm gonna
White
go there.
Mountains.
We're gonna run on.
You have to go.
I want to go on that
you have to
clog.
go.
Is that what you call railway?
Cog Railway.
Cog Railway. Yeah, I want to go on that. You know.
They have two big old hotels there. I thought it was just Mount Washington, but there's another one.
Yeah.
They're,
There's a lot of
historic.
Yeah. You know what I think is interesting? The fact that, like, we live down here, and you hear about all these big hotels out there and all that stuff, and I guess they're really busy, right?
Oh, they are. The
You would
Mount
never
Washington's
think
an
of it, you
amazing
know?
hotel to stay at. You want to talk about someplace
You just
with
gone to
a lot of
lunch. I've
spirits.
never stayed over. Yeah, and the cave there.
Yeah.
The one thing I want you to do with your book is I want you to push it more than you have the other books.
Yes.
Like 100% more.
Yes.
Because I want you to go on something like the Ellen.
Well, you've done a lot of national spots.
Regional. I've done network regional.
Yeah.
Florida, Maine, Mass. You getting
And,
something, Norm?
Yeah, I am. And I'm getting something like another talk show, a nationally known talk show. Like Ellen
DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Love her.
Okay. And something like that, or one of like Maury Povich or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we're not going to do a Jerry Printer show. And that show, the more violent is, the higher the rates are. People like, isn't it so sad? People like violence.
Well, then they got to stop complaining about what's wrong with the world today. Because
Yeah.
just watching that show, you're creating that problem.
Yeah.
You're putting that energy out there and encouraging it. So.
And how old are
my
your children now?
Almost 19 and 21.
Your 19-year-old is a young lady.
He's 18, actually. No,
18.
two boys.
That's
Two boys.
two boys, okay. He's got the 18-year-old. He's going to be doing a lot of what you're doing.
He is very.
He doesn't want to right now.
Right.
Got the too girly or whatever, you know. Now, does he live with you at home?
Well, he did, but now that he's graduated, he's with his dad, and then he'll be going into college. He'll be at St. A's, so he won't be too far. So.
Is he in the is he going in the military?
No, my oldest son is in college in Manchester, Southern New Hampshire, but he does work in the National Guard area in Concord for his job.
I do see him, yeah.
Yeah,
I also
he
see him
works on a
becoming
military
full-time
base.
in the military.
He works in the military base.
Are you going to be okay with him going in the military? He'll be fine.
Okay.
He'll be doing more like intelligence and computers and stuff. He's a very smart boy.
Yes, he is.
And I also will tell you did a great job as a mom.
Whew.
Stop thinking. And the one thing about me, I've had people come in, when you try sometimes too hard.
That's
Okay.
true.
Well, a typical tips.
I only got him for so long. I gotta tell him everything.
No, they learn a lot on their own. And one thing I'm also looking with you too. I'm gonna have you shuffle these. For me. Are you ready?
I am. Let's go.
Should I embarrass her?
That's not hard to do.
No, I wouldn't do that. That would not be answering by what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. That would not be sticking with your integrity.
No. I'm going to shuffle these up. Bring your camera. Okay. You're going to have to bring the camera up a little bit somehow. Here, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think how you read the playing cards. I always thought that was really neat. Okay, so then what do I do?
People think that whether you read tarot cards, reading cards, or whatever, like I do, angel cards or whatever, people don't realize that we don't really need them.
No.
They're more intuitional type reading, but people need to see what's on the table,
Well, people like to see when you do it. I don't use cards. And,
Because you figure when I love doing phone call reading. Do you do phone call reading?
I do.
You like them?
I do.
I do. I think they're not really. They are a challenge, but they're not. And what I enjoy doing, I enjoy having people. Or I hear people say, "How do you know that?" And there are times I just get so tired of hearing that.
It's Al.
Hold on. Oh.
Right on time. I don't know. He's actually a little late.
That's a nice ringtone.
Hello, Al.
How you doing today? How's your show going?
Hey, well, we just barely started. We got a hot-looking blonde on.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Hey, Al.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
You were busy last night, Norm, when I saw I called you. I guess you had some read.
Yeah, I was in with a couple of clients and had to talk about telling that their life is worth living.
Okay, good.
So, hey, what do you think about?
The Red Sox, second half of the year. What do you think?
Oh, we're going to go even stronger in the second half of the year. This is what we're going to. Usually, I can remember when the Red Sox used to play, they play right up top, and then all of a sudden the second half they go way downhill. But I think they're going to do a lot better. They're going to, I actually see in the American World Series or the American League. National League, I don't know. Yeah, in the American League. Okay, I see when the American League won the All-Star.
Yeah.
Well, they've won for the last 8 years, right?
Oh, I can't remember last year, but
But
anyway, we'll get to the weather. We'll have a few scattered showers and storms tonight, Norman. Everyone, temperatures tonight will still be in the 60s. Tomorrow we're gonna have a scattered shower, thunderstorm. Temperatures tomorrow in the lower middle 80s. Then the humidity will drop.
I need you to move back.
Later tomorrow and Friday, just lots of clouds, 60 to 70. Over the weekend, a mix of sun and clouds, low to mid 80s Saturday. If any chance of an afternoon isolated shower, thunderstorm. So Friday can be quite cool here north of that cold front, normal temperatures.
All right.
Near 70s. So that's the way it looks right now. Watch over there if you're outside. Take some thunderstorms. They'll tend to quiet down, dissipate overnight. But this evening there could be some around with downpours, and some parts of New England may get some gusty winds with thunderstorms. Then the humidity drops. Tomorrow night and Friday, the cold front moves to our south.
Now, don't be surprised if we get some big tornado winds towards the end of the month.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of heavy rainstorm, tornado storms, a hurricane storm. New Hampshire is it's not going to be melancholy anymore. They're going to start getting a lot of the heavy rainstorms that we've been able to have bypasses.
Have a great show. I'll talk to you
Okay.
Friday night.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Well,
Okay. We'll get to breakfast soon.
Bye, Al.
Bye, Noah. Have a good night.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can reach or not, but we can get to it quickly. Well,
How many?
5. Don't look at them.
Down?
Yeah.
Oh, 2. Sorry.
Okay. When your left hand.
I'm not left-handed. I'm just.
I know. But when your
slide
left
back over
hand.
to-
All right. Then you
She
can go
can
back.
slide back over to you. Just have her bring the microphone with her.
Yeah. Bring the
thank
microphone.
you.
There you go.
Thanks a lot.
Bring it up close. With your
Okay.
left hand over the deck, I want you to think about something for you.
On my
Now,
left
I don't
hand?
want to know what it is. I just want you to think about something for you. I don't want to know what it is. We never.
But for you, not for your kids,
not for your children, not for one of your
just-
boyfriends,
just
or
for
just
you.
for you.
One of my boyfriends. Okay.
And when you
Set.
do that, you take a hint back.
Okay. When I'm done, just
Right.
stop. Okay.
All things will happen in time. Don't rush it. Okay?
Ooh.
You understand what that means, right?
I do.
You can go back over there if you want. Folks, we are here when
Anne Diedre.
Anne Diedre. She will have a co-host, okay?
She's so good.
One of the things I'm looking with you is, too, is that, bring your mic right up near you.
Oh.
There you go. One of the things that I'm looking at with you, too, is that you have to not be afraid of success. Okay. This is your biggest problem, that you're blocking a lot of success. That you outwardly you're happy-go-lucky, you're a typical. I'm kidding around when I say that blonde bimbo, but I'm just kidding around. But you're actually, outwardly, if people that don't know you would think that you were, oh my God, she thinks I'm better, and you don't. You're really a very shy person. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, your mother said, well, she has well manners. I taught her well.
Poise. Yes. Thank you, Mom. Oh, my
You
God.
actually, well, you've been through the last, 7 months, maybe 7 years. You've been through hell in that. But you never quit.
Nope.
You never quit. However, you need to take more B12.
Ah,
Okay?
yes.
This is why you're tired.
Oh, okay.
And you also need to drink a lot more cranberry juice or take the cranberry pill.
Okay.
Okay. You agree with that?
Sure. Yeah, I know
Cranberry's
you do a
good.
lot of health.
Yeah.
Getting
Detox
into it
But you
more and more.
cleanses.
sometimes you
Because I had
overdo
no
that.
energy for a long
Right.
time.
Yeah, I think. I think as he just said, sometimes you do them too long or too much, and it's doing more damage than it is good.
Okay.
See, what people don't realize, and this is everybody out there, please listen, that we can be overly healthy. Or we think we can. In other words, we can overdo like the vitamins. We can overdo the walking.
Right.
We can everything. So that kind of makes you like you're over healthy instead of not. You know.
Well, we can overdo the health
Right.
kick.
Yeah. I guess.
Is
That's
what you're
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
say,
trying to make
yeah.
it a lifestyle
And it makes
instead
you
of
more
a
tired.
something I
And
got to
you're
do
gonna be
before.
around till you're going to be
Right.
around till between 98 and 103 years old.
Ooh.
And towards
If you
the end
want.
of your aging process, you will still always look very beautiful. And when it comes time, you're going to have your house on the ocean.
Oh.
And this is where you will.
Great.
And this is where you will. Be there, and you will go actually in your sleep. I
Aw.
don't see you with cancer.
Nice.
Okay. Do I see you stop? You've got to stop worrying about your weight. You're going to be fine. You are not going to be fat. Okay. So
Can you eat some bread?
I also will tell you, there's another person. I don't see you getting married, but I do see you living with someone and being compatible that way as a marriage. Okay. Are you another Liz Taylor? You don't know who Liz Taylor is?
yes, I refer to her often. Well, I've only had 2 husbands, but
Oh,
I
okay,
kinda
well.
think, I feel like that's more than I thought that I would have.
I think I know Liz Taylor. I've had 4 wives, so that's not.
I kind of like joke about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know.
like I
So I'm
didn't think
another
I-
Liz Taylor in this.
Okay.
guy.
Well,
But you have a champagne taste. But whatever you have, but you've also worked very hard to have what you have. Please don't take that as a.
no, I'm laughing because my dad used to get us champagne, and it was
Yeah.
very celebratory. No, it's great. It's great.
And I
No
also will
offense.
tell you that you're actually one of your sons is going to be investing in a business, and you're going to be investing with them. Your children are going to do very well.
Yeah.
You know, don't think they're Mr. Perfect though.
Yeah,
I know.
You can say that, but that
Oh,
falls
I like
on
to
deaf
think
ears.
they
'Cause
are.
She knows they are. They're pretty darn.
They really
Perfect.
kind
Yeah,
of.
they are, but I mean, they're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mean that they're not. I don't mean they're going to jail or anything like that. But they're going to have their fun. They're going to. Especially your youngest one.
Yeah.
He's really going to. Well, he's a lot different than your oldest one, right?
Yep.
Okay. You have a checking account?
Mhm.
You keep your book balanced?
Mhm.
Double check your balance. It could be a bank's fault when I see an overdraft.
I did have that happen. And,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Yeah.
they'll never accept the responsibility. Oh, no,
Oh
it's
no,
not
they
right.
yeah.
No, they do.
I had to
A lot
work
of
at
times
it, but
they do.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times they do.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I also will tell you, I don't see you with a speeding ticket. However, I see you going through a stop sign or a red light. So be alert.
Okay.
Because we don't want to fender bender, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a brother that you were kind of estranged from. I actually see you two having a better relationship. It's growing. Your whole family's learning to accept you for who you've always been. Like, forget the way I'm going to put this, but
No,
this
please.
is how your mother.
I've heard it all.
You've always been like an oddity.
I know. I know.
Take that as a compliment. I just used a big word.
Yes, you did.
That's a good one.
But take it as
Yes,
a
I've been very
compliment.
odd.
you know.
Apparently.
And you know what? As a spiritual person, a spiritualist, or whatever, psychic, or whatever you want to call it, we are odd. You know.
And
We're-
proudly so.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I
Proudly
tell people,
so.
I call people airheads. We are. We're in the world, but we're not on the world.
Right,
Okay?
right.
So that kind of puts a little, and I've had people get upset with me until she explains it to them,
Seriously, that's what upsets you?
Yeah.
Come on.
You have a very
Ooh.
overly loving heart.
Quite possibly.
Do you understand what I mean
I
by that?
do.
You love, but you don't get, that doesn't always feel like it's reciprocating back to you. I use another
I
one.
know, and you did it very
Yeah.
well.
An oddity.
and that's where you get, well, they don't love me, then why should I love them type of thing. Because when you get on the pity part, darling, you can get on the pity part.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you do that, call me or Facebook. We'll get you off it, okay?
Okay. It's a deal.
Who plays musical instruments?
going to say my kids, but not so much. I did.
Did you
but
play the
not
piano?
so much. Yes.
Your mother told me not to forget how to play.
I knew she was going to say that because she drove me piano lessons forever.
She said, all the money I spent on your piano
Yes, she
lessons.
did. Yes, she did. I can't believe she's saying that. That's hilarious.
But she's
Well,
also smiling about it.
She is. That's
She had to wear, she wore glasses.
yeah.
She wasn't very tall, was she? Maybe
No,
5'5".
5'6". Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She enjoyed life.
Yeah, yes, she did.
Okay. I also wanted to tell you that she, when I look at it, she's not in pain.
Good.
There's 2 dogs with her. And your dad is also connected with her.
Yeah.
They weren't divorced, right?
No.
He said, oh, she's still a battle axe, but he still loved her.
Oh, yeah.
They nagged each other
She's
a lot.
tough.
Oh, yeah.
Both tough.
Oh, yeah. But he was pretty successful at whatever he did. And when he went, also, he says, I worked very hard for it. Boy, he was a very deep voice person, wasn't he? He was a voice that could, either you listen or you were in trouble.
Exactly. Big time.
But he also had a very loving heart.
Yes, he did.
Okay? But don't cross him. This is what he's telling me.
Oh, true.
Don't
true.
make him upset.
All
okay?
true. All true.
When he's one thing I will let you know, he's very, very proud of you. Because he says that even though you and your family were estranged for a while, you proved to everybody that you could do it. You didn't need their help. And that's what makes him very proud. I want you to know
Thank
that,
you.
okay? You have his intestinal fortitude.
Yep.
Very nice.
Wow.
True.
My old lady,
Wow.
I'm taking those spots.
That's one of my
See?
favorite
Yeah.
words.
Maybe it's a pot I haven't smoked in a couple of days.
Maybe
Maybe.
it does damage your brain
And
cells.
there you go. Who knows? But I also will tell you, I do see you with arthritis. Not right now. You have touches of nothing very serious.
I've been watching wheat and things like
Yeah.
that just to make sure everything's mobile.
No glucose for you.
What's that?
No glucose. How do you pronounce it?
Glucose?
Glucose? Okay.
You should be having that.
Okay.
That's what makes your energy go.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
So no, you can't have the bread. That's what he's
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. You eat a lot of bread?
No.
Oh,
No,
good,
but she
then.
said something earlier
What I-
about
Yeah.
can I have
I like it. I
Yeah.
just don't eat a lot of it.
I've cut way back on it. too.
Oprah can eat it apparently, but
Yeah. I also will tell you that you need to eat more, not steamed, but more raw vegetables.
okay.
Carrots especially.
Ah.
You like carrots?
Yeah.
Okay. You like cauliflower?
Yes.
You like broccoli?
I like cauliflower better, but I'll mix it in.
Well, yeah. Just put a little, cheese on it or something like that.
Works
raw,
for me.
though. It has to be raw.
Okay.
Because you need that real natural energy.
Cruciferous. Is that a big word?
And it doesn't matter when you get an organic soil or wherever.
Okay.
Just rinse it all right off in your
Nice.
water house there.
Okay.
And let it, shake it out. Limit yourself on tomatoes.
I just found that out, actually. Mm-hmm.
Because the seeds in there will raise havoc with your tum-tum, okay?
Yeah.
You're a borderline...
Diverticulitis?
Huh?
Diverticulitis?
Yeah,
I know.
that's
I've
the
heard
word.
that too.
I can't pronounce the words. I'm glad she
That
knew
was
what I
good.
meant.
Yeah,
I
somebody
know
told
what
me
I
that a
I
long
didn't know where
time
you were
ago.
going with that.
Yeah.
You know what I was going to do. But I also will tell you that health-wise, most of us, you're very healthy.
Okay.
You just do a little more. You do a lot of walking.
I'm doing more of it now that it's nice out.
But you've been working hard on your
Yeah.
health, and it's
Yeah.
A couple of years now.
Paying.
Yeah.
you're getting
Don't
rewarded.
worry about setting example for others. I have to repeat this. Do not worry about setting examples for others.
No.
Be you.
Oh.
For you.
Oh.
For you and no one else.
Yes.
I've had to get over that.
Okay. Just because Anne.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah. Just because Anne
Shocked me for a second.
Yeah. Puts out books and always teaches other people how to do things, It's okay. You do not have to be Miss Perfect.
Thank God.
Norm can be the only perfect one. Come on.
Folks, I'm only kidding, right? And the one thing I learned from being on my show was that I had to drop my ego. I think when you first met me, I had a big ego. And maybe not, I don't know, but I had to learn how to drop it. And I had to remember there's people like yourself and the people that watch the show. Those are the stars. And like Lori and I are the tools that present the stars. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Your son had his own car, your oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
Do not pay for his speeding ticket.
Okay.
Let him face his own responsibilities.
Okay. I know what you mean.
Okay. I have a granddaughter that we've done that with too, so.
He hasn't had one
It's
yet,
very
but I'll tell him to
easy for me
drive slow.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you,
That's
give me that one time or whatever. All it takes is that one time. I also will tell you there's a lot of good changes coming, good news coming to you. Ace of Diamonds always represents good news and good changes. Okay. Financial-wise, it could be also. I also will tell you, you're going to really know in the next 6 months who you want to be with for a permanent relationship. I should put time on it. I should say, well, probably within the next 6 months, okay? And I would actually follow your heart and not your mind. You definitely need someone who is of the intellectual mind that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you get very bored.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I also will tell you that in conversations that you have to find someone who will actually talk, not so much intellectually, but more like understanding where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's big.
You know, it's really hard to find people who will understand.
Yeah,
It really
where
is.
we're
It
coming
is.
from.
It is.
That's
this
one of
is why
my,
we
been my
have
big
our-
thing the past year.
We have our own little circle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have decisions to make. This is your card of good choices and financial resources. This is your decision card, and right now you have a lot of decisions that are like cloudy, and you're not sure which way you will go. A lot of your decisions will come in your dreams.
Okay.
They have before, but your dreams scare the hell out of you at times.
Sometimes.
Yeah. If you, the one thing I have told people, and I will continue to, if you are having dreams and they're not reality to you, then I would recommend that you send them back. If they come back 3 times, then that's a reality you have to follow. Okay?
Okay.
Because dreams will raise havoc with you. Always know this, so the negative mind cannot, the negative spirit cannot read your own mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I also will tell you that you should check out some of the messages that Nostradamus has.
What's that?
Check out some of the messages that Nostradamus has.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yes.
considered a
History
messenger
Channel.
from here.
Ah,
I'm
nice.
considered a Nostradamus messenger.
Wow.
You know, and I learned that in my sleep.
Nice.
Do you have a lot of answers in your dreams or in your sleep?
No, I don't. That's I know it's an oddity.
Yeah.
But
Well, there again, that's what we all have. You know,
Yeah.
we're all spiritual people, psychic readers. We are oddity. I don't care what anybody says and all
Right.
that. You know, and but that's the way life is. I also will tell you that I do. There's something about a book signing that you're going to be doing in New York. And all expenses paid. You're not afraid to go to New York, are you?
No. I've been a few times.
Yeah, they're cute out there.
Sounds fun.
You know. But I do see you doing a big sighting. I actually will see that you have met a couple of actors that you thought you recognized them, but you weren't sure. They actually came with somebody else to have you sign their, give them an autographed book, but they didn't want you to know who they were. Because even though it's too bad because it would have been good PR for you, but they want to do everything incognito.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'm not going to tell them. You have an older brother?
Yes.
He has a lot of problems health issue-wise.
We haven't talked about that, but
What's your sensibility?
maybe I'll check in with him.
Yeah, what do you feel about his energy?
Good?
You see any sickness around him?
No.
There's someone around you, and I keep seeing it's like a brother or that it may not be happening right now. If I'm wrong, I'd rather be
No,
wrong than
it's
to be
yeah.
right.
I hear you. I hear you. I haven't
And
really.
within the next
We just
16
text, so I haven't
months-
talked to him.
Okay. In the next 16 months, I'm seeing some. I know it's a brother. I'm not just sure which one. I know it's a brother that's starting to have some physical ailments.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel something with my chest, so I think
He's got asthma.
yeah. She said he has asthma, so yeah, because I could feel it in the chest.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
it's like a confirmation.
It's not
Okay.
good, yeah.
No. And it's going to get worse.
Okay.
And the problem is he's not going to follow what the doctor wanted because, the steroids will make it blow, and he doesn't want that to happen. Okay. I also will tell you in the next 5 months. All right, don't push me. Do you ever have the spirits push you? Oh, have you ever had when you're doing a reading?
They repeat themselves.
Over here beside her.
Wait.
We have several ladies that come into stay over there in the corner. If they like someone, they'll pop out more. We had one that actually stood right beside with a Robert Gaston.
Talk to her.
Yeah,
I mean, just the first time she's ever talked to anybody, and the only time.
Yeah. And you got a lot of good changes. You're moving again. Where you're living now, you said you lived there for 20 years. Is that your own house?
I stayed there for my boys, and now they're.
Is it an apartment or your own?
It's a house. Yeah.
You want to sell it?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Not for at least a year and a half.
I was thinking I need about a year to fix it up.
I don't want you to lose your money.
Right. I'm sorry to jump in.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just. They're telling me that you don't need that house anymore.
Right.
But you need to love it. It needs some repairs and things like
it
that.
does.
So take your time doing that. Don't rush them.
Right.
Because that will actually come back to bite you in the butt.
That's what I'm just starting to do. What's that?
Yeah,
your oldest son doesn't want you to sell it.
No.
He wants a place to come home to. So he may buy it from you.
His stuff, a lot of his stuff is still there.
Okay. You've also got a grandchild coming.
I would be delighted about that, but I think it's a little soon. But
not really. I'm looking within 3 years. It doesn't mean it's going to be right
not
away.
tomorrow.
People think that when we do readings, and you probably know this as well.
I do.
People
There's
think that when we
timelines,
do readings that everything's going to happen overnight.
Immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't
I understand.
happen overnight.
I understand.
Scott, no, it doesn't happen overnight.
Well, that'd be fabulous. I will be jumping for joy.
Time is endless. I have no idea. I'm giving you this message that the Spirit says time is endless. The only reason why we have clocks is because we need to have them to make sure we made a point in time. 2 important things in the world: the clock and our health. Love comes and goes. I don't know where this is coming from, just to let you know. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really don't. And the Spirit told me that clock. We have to look at the clock to see what time we're going to get. Like coming here, we have to look at the clock to see what time we're going out to work or what time to get up in the morning. Love can come and go. We can love many, many people, many places. Everybody has. People think that you have one soulmate. No, you have a lot of soulmates if you want them to be. Do you agree with that?
I used to, but I'm not so sure anymore. I'm pretty solid.
Yeah,
with
see, I don't. I think.
I think the different people bring out different things,
Yeah.
but I like where I'm at.
But for one people, the way I look at love being soulmates are because at that one time and era we needed them at that time, and then we either outgrow each other or we go on to life again and they leave. So we all have more than one soulmate at the time, not at the same time. Oh my goodness, I mean all kinds of trouble. But I also will tell you, financially, stop worrying. You're going to do okay. Okay, I know that's been a big struggle with you sometimes, but you've also learned how to make it more conservative. Hey.
I know.
I'm getting a lot of energy here for big words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're never gonna have wrinkles. Stop worrying about it.
At some point.
Yeah, no. One of the things about you is that you do take very good care of yourself health-wise. You also take very good care of your skin. That's really, your beauty is very important to you. Just don't let it get so important that you forget who you are.
Yeah, no, I think I've gone past that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be 53 this summer. I'm in a good place.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You don't look at it. Oh.
Yeah, I'll keep.
Baby, if I was straight, oh my goodness,
hey.
honey, ooh, baby.
Get sick now.
One girl said, I would never want you if you were straight. I said, thank you, that'll keep me being gay. Then I had one lady come up, she said, I remember my chest, I said, you know what, it's people like you that make me glad I'm gay. You know. One of them I'm also going to tell you is that I do see you buying, like I said, it's not that far away, buying either a condo on the lake or the ocean.
Yeah.
You need the water energy.
I
Because if
do.
you don't, you get tired out very
I
easily.
do.
Well, you can interrupt this reading if you want and give us a call on whatever that number shows up there.
640-3091.
Oh, yeah, there it is. And when you take your time, you can be a very good cook, can't you?
Thank you.
You know that I said when you take your time.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean by that.
You got to run. Your mother says your house is very cluttered.
It's less. Did she see the kitchen lately?
She doesn't care about the kitchen.
I have pockets. Some of it's her stuff. A lot of it's her stuff. And I'm working through it.
All she's saying is very cluttered.
Mm-hmm.
Was your mother an immaculate housekeeper?
Absolutely.
And she did it herself. Right?
To a T.
Everything she knew where
to
everything
a T.
was. There are some papers in one of your boxes that you have tons of boxes or pockets. Then you got to run into them with very, very important certification papers like stocks or some kind of money value papers.
Okay.
Okay. And she hides them every time you go to open them. Your mother knows how to hide things, even even when she was here on Earth. She knew how to hide things.
Interesting. I've got a lot to go through. It's been a process.
Will you forgive her? That's what she's asking. She knows that she made a lot of mistakes. And she knows that she was for no reason. I'm going to get really personal if you don't want me to.
No, it's okay.
Tell me you want me to stop.
It's okay. It's okay.
But she knows that she was the one that made the mistakes with you. And she also knows that she's the one that pushed you away. Were you housed from your family for a short time?
Was I what?
When you housed from your family for a short period of time?
Like away?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably. I mean, I still called her and went to see her, but
well, she blames herself for that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said that she was very jealous of you. Okay. And she truly wants you to forgive her.
I do.
And I would probably encourage you, and I think you'd probably agree on this. And we agree on a lot of it, totally. I would encourage you to write a letter to her and your dad, your mom and dad, but because you're still a volcano of anger, that I would encourage you to write it out so that you can feel better.
Yeah.
This is my gay day, see?
Yeah.
Well, for one, your mom is very grateful for all the time you gave her, which was enormous.
It was.
And she knows how much you love her. She really does. But she's not sure you know how much she loved you.
That's true.
Sorry, I have to get the phone.
That's true.
She,
Oh, I think I hung up on him.
Oh.
hello?
Nope. It says call ended. I must have hung up.
What happened?
I have no idea what that
Call
noise
that
was.
caller. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, but don't have.
When she calls back, I'll pick up in here and let you know she's through, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, listen,
I've kind of been.
but the one thing that she was out, she never knew how to show love.
Right.
And she also was the type of person that, because she did not know how to show love, so she said she would never love herself. Okay. Was she from another country? Ireland?
Yeah, I mean, her family was. Yeah, everything was Irish, music and everything. Yeah.
Hardwood floors?
Trying to think, in her condo. Yeah. Yeah.
Everything she had, she always took pride in.
Yes.
And she never let you forget how hard she worked for it.
Well.
I'm just telling you, this is what she's telling me. And she's so once again, I'm going to tell you that you were Daddy's little girl, and Daddy is very, very proud of you. I want you to know that, okay? I also will tell you that success is yours. It's up to you to accept it one way or
That's
the
what
other.
I loved how you said that before, because my family was very successful, but I wanted to do it on my terms and my way.
Yeah, and this is what they want you. That's what your spirits want you to do, and your dad wants you to. Who had the potty mouth? Did Dad swear? I won't do it on the air because I can't. But anyways,
I'm thinking my mom had a few good things to say sometimes.
Did you have a brother that passed as well?
No.
Or an uncle, maybe? I think there's another person there.
Yeah, uncles.
And they all say that, and they're all very sorry that they, eliminated you away from the family. And they all really want, the spirits are all welcoming you back with open arms. So please let them know that. And I'm very much telling you to write a letter to them and let them know how you feel. And if you have some sage, by all means, burn it with sage. Okay. When you are writing, it can't be on the computer. So many people will do that. That upsets me.
Okay, Mary's on.
Oh, okay. Nope. Hi, Mary. You there?
Uh-oh.
Nope. Mary.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, there she is.
Hey.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, how you doing? How
Yeah.
you doing, Laurie?
I'm doing okay. Thanks, Mary.
That's good.
This is a bean lady.
Glad
Ah,
to see you back.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So how'd your show go, Mary?
It was good yesterday.
She had a show
was
called
very
Cruising
good.
with Mary.
cool.
Yeah. You want to have her more on?
Yeah.
Maybe she can become a co-partner with you later.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah. I'm thinking about that now. Later on, I want somebody to come in like that
Yeah, you know.
and stuff. You know.
Yeah. Mary, this is Anne Diedre.
Good, Norm. Yes. Hi, Mary.
Hello, how you doing?
And she
Great,
just wrote a
thank
book that
you.
you might like, Mary, called Intuition.
Yes.
Called Intuition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She was on my show back in 2011, 2012. She was just back looking at it. Then you used to have a TV show of your own.
I did.
Yeah.
Almost a year.
Yeah, now you got to get back into it again. So, Mary, what's happening?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
Nothing much. Just sitting here watching TV.
In a couple of weeks, we'll be giving you a call to come to another cookout.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun, don't we?
We do. We really do.
She won't do a podium.
They're good hostess,
Oh, blame her.
both
Thank
of them,
you, yeah.
and everybody. It's so great when you go to the
When
cookout.
we go to my son's house, it's all good. You know, a lot of good positive energy. And that's what you have to have.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you
like
do.
that, too.
That's
How are
right.
your kiddies doing?
They're doing good. My Adelaidina there, she's been sick. I can tell by her because she don't act like herself.
Right.
So I know she's been sick.
She's getting,
But she's
I picture her, excuse me, she's getting tired very easily, very quickly.
yeah. I can see that she's sleeping more now.
Now, she,
Because usually she sleeps with me at night,
yeah,
and I can tell when she's not feeling good. She'll come and sit on my chair I sit in here, and she'll sleep in this chair at night.
is she an older kitty?
They're both, my two girls are both 9. They just turned 9 in June. The oldest one is my muffin girl. She's 14 years old, and my Siamese, she's about 12 years old.
Okay, because your Siamese, I'm looking at her health really deteriorating very quickly.
Yeah, my Siamese, that's my old white one.
Right. And I'm seeing a lot
Yeah.
of sickness around her. And honestly, she's not in pain, though. Okay?
Yeah,
But her body is just really, she's a lot old. Her body's older than what people realize.
yeah.
She feels older.
Yeah, just like my muffin girl. Yeah, and I can see she's got a hard time walking now. You can see in her hips.
Yeah. She has arthritis.
Yeah.
I would encourage you
with
to
her.
do Reiki energy on her. You know how to do that, right?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
I do.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
keeps them going
Yeah.
now.
A lot of times if you do the Reiki and they start getting really warm, it's because the energy is really doing its job the way it should be. Okay?
Yeah.
And your other cat there, your stray one that you just inherited, is also pretty healthy.
Yeah. Her sister there, Crystal, she's doing good.
Yeah.
That's one thing. She's good eating. In fact, they're all good eaters. They really are. You wouldn't know that that Ladinia's been sick the last few days.
Well, Annie told me that she's going to be probably in the next 6 months to a year. She's going to be bringing Gardena home with you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
'cause,
That's my baby.
yeah, it's time for her to come out and be with her mother. You know.
Yeah.
Mary, you like homemade baked beans?
Sure.
Oh, Mary makes them, doesn't she? You got more than I did.
Well, I had to share. Though,
Oh, I
so,
see. Oh, okay.
you know.
Well, I had to share. I don't know. But Mary makes the best homemade baked beans. And our events, if you don't get the beans early, forget about it.
Right.
We went through. How many? You used what? 2 crock pots, Mary?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And then she makes the some kind of soup that is really excellent. She brings a lot. Because of her, we make over $200 in our food sales. You know.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So, Mary, did you watch the All-Star game?
Yes, I did.
And the
I
American
did.
Legion
Yeah,
won it again, huh?
The Americans won
Yeah.
it, and 10th inning, and they took it. They've been taking this as the last 6 years in a row now.
Right.
They've taken the championship, the Americans.
Yeah. See, that's why, to me, that's why I don't think it gets so boring. You want to see something different. That's like when a World Series, when the Yankees, the Yankees were winning, or the Reds, or some other, they would win. I like to see the no-name teams win. Some that you never.
Yeah,
really,
you and I both.
I really like with the Patriots.
And same thing with the home run. It's always the same ones that's up there, for the home runs. But they should get some of the other guys in there, like Mookie. He's from Boston. He's good. And but they had 2 of them up there from New York.
Well, and the thing is, it's not a fun game anymore. It's a money game.
It's not. No. I didn't watch it all the way through. I just, what they call pass me by. I go to somebody else and go back to that.
Oh, yeah, I do that a lot. And usually when I do that, like if I'm watching a ball game, the Red Sox or whatever, and I change it to another station, I look, and then I'll say, oh, the Red Sox are ahead again or whatever. I can't sit still and watch a whole ball game. If I'm at the studio at the game, then that's a whole new game.
Right.
Well, thank you for calling in, Mary, and we'll talk to you later.
You're welcome.
Hi, Mary.
Yeah,
Hi, Mary.
Yeah. Nice seeing you back.
Thanks.
All right. Catch you guys later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, she will come in with Lori can't make her or something.
Nice.
She's really good. She has a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And now she has her own show.
Mary's awesome.
Actually, I'll have her get a hold of you, and you can do a half-hour show with her.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks. She's a great person. She used to be my bodyguard. I'd start fights, and she'd beat them up for me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's a true story.
Yeah.
Okay. Not even exaggeration.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
One of the things I'd see
Probably
on
still
that.
would.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't make her upset.
That's it. I wouldn't piss
One of the things I'm looking at, and when you have some clubs there, is that you got some decisions to make. You got about 5 of them that you really have to weigh out which way you want to go with them, which way you don't want to go with them, or whatever. And as you can see, I play with numbers. Okay. 3 of the numbers that I see are very strong for you: 7, 11, and 9. Those are always, when you see those around, not necessarily in that order or whatever you see them, that's usually a very strong sign that you might want to follow, see what they mean for you.
Okay. Yeah. I follow numbers.
You have good communication with your ex-husband, the father of your children?
Yeah, it's okay.
You get along better now that you're not married, right? That's like my ex-wife and I, Sometimes that's the way it is, And that's, he still cares a lot about you. And I know you care about him. However, do I see you 2 going back together? No, that could never work.
No.
Okay. Too much water under the bridge, so to speak. And people think, oh yeah, we can let go of the past, but it doesn't work that way. I also will tell you, the next book you write it's not that far away. You enjoy writing. Don't
I've already got the cover and an outline. Yeah.
You absorb yourself into it. When you start writing, you absorb yourself into it. How long did it take you to write your book?
A month, but I didn't write every day.
Yeah. So, thank you for allowing me to read you.
Thank you.
Okay. One of the things I want you to do, I really want to how you talk about how you got into your book and what they. Oh.
I'll fix it.
Yeah. She knows I'm a perfectionist on this thing. I like them done a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to. You ever go to Blake's on South Main Street?
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it. And you would have been proud of me. I got a little upset. I did scream and yell like usual. When I did yell, I said to the guy 4 times, please keep everything on separate plates. I don't like my food touching. 4 times. First, I asked for some clams, and I got all kinds of discombobulated mixed messages and all that. Finally, they come and told me the clams they didn't have any clams with the bellies on them. So if you don't have that, then I don't want them. I don't feel the same way. Okay. And then when they brought it out, a different order up, everything would touch. I mean, literally touching them.
Oh yeah.
You're sending it back. I don't want it anymore.
Right.
Void it out. And then the waiter forgot to put my order to go in.
Not good.
No. Usually I write this stuff on Facebook. When I have a friend of mine who was a manager during the day. Instead, a different manager came in. I said, okay, that was meant to be that. So I said to him, do you really listen to the customers? Oh, yeah, of course we do. And I go, yeah, okay. My pet peeve is when they keep saying, I'm sorry.
Right. They're not.
My pet peeve when they're not. I know they want to make it sound good. Maybe they do mean it, but when they want to make it sound good, and like that. But, I do know, and I realize, folks, that waitresses work very hard. Were you a waitress?
Many times.
Really?
Many times.
You?
Never.
And I do know they can make good money. I also know. Now I see whether you want to take and no tipping and yet have a work hourly rating. I'm not in favor of that at all. Because you can get some waitresses or wait people that are very good at it. They earn their tips. And then, like everything you do in life, there are some waitresses, they know they're going to get so much an hour. And, oh, well, I'll wait if I want to today or not. And that's not cool.
Well, I kind of disagree with that, even though, as I said, I've never done it myself. My brother has been a waiter, bartender, whatever, most of his life, and he's nearly 60. The thing is, there's a lot of cheap people out there that don't tip when they should.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really, really, really good wait staff, bartenders, bussers that do not get paid anywhere near what they deserve. I think they should get an hourly wage, but I do think tipping should be optional. But they should get a reasonable hour. They should get at least minimum wage.
Yeah,
a good salary and some tips.
$2 or something.
Yeah.
$2 something.
Yes,
$2. Ridiculous.
Well, that's why the restaurant can afford to buy other restaurants because they're not paying the staff people.
True.
And you ain't gonna have a lot. There's a lot of good restaurants out here. And I was really surprised because I went back to Blake. I had a great breakfast and a great. I like their what they call yaya, which is spinach with.
Yes, I've had it. I like that one too.
Yeah.
The tomatoes
and the cheese and tomatoes and it's so good,
Sounds delicious.
And I don't take the bread because I'm trying to cut back on that. Good. And I tell them, don't give me bread because it's a waste of money and time. They still give it. Then I feel guilty, so I have to eat at least a slice of it.
No, you don't.
No. I know, but that's I know. But I drink a lot more orange juice.
Well, be careful with that because you're borderline diabetic, and too much citrus won't agree with your system.
Really? Is that why I get stomach burns once in a while?
It could be.
Yeah.
So too
and
much.
teeth. I just found out about that at the dentist.
And I love V8 juice.
Yeah.
I've been buying it. What do they call it? Unsalted or whatever. We can, like with the help from you, because you're very health conscious, am I correct? And then I listen to you. So if we listen to each other, we can heal ourselves without that stupid doctor. I'm not saying all doctors are stupid, but I have a friend of mine, and her Donica Patterson. She works out of Washington, D.C. She works with the government and the government credit department, to make sure that the Congress people don't overpay. And she's not bashful about if they put charges on the card they're not supposed to. She even did to one of the Congress person himself. And that takes a lot of courage.
And she should, because a lot of them use those cards not for government business.
And she's been to 4 different doctors. And they keep telling us nothing wrong with her. I know there is, medically, spiritually, medically.
Yeah, right.
I know what happened to her. And I know because she would not have her tummy increasing in size, feel like a hard shell, as she calls it, a turtle shell. And they're saying they're doing all these tests on her. And all. She had an appendectomy.
Appendectomy?
Yeah, that's the one. That was too hard for me to spell. and I still believe that whoever did it, either there's cause in there or the person did not do the job that correctly.
Well, she should try to find a naturopath down there to go to.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell her.
Definitely.
And
There's so many things that doctors aren't seeing yet even, I think, that are hitting on a spiritual level.
Right, or she can go, to an acupuncturist or Reiki.
She goes to acupuncture and then she feels better.
Right.
I tell her to stay with a chiropractor, and don't misunderstand this, folks. Chiropractors are great, and if you need them, but with her, it would not help her. And if anything, it would cause more problems for her. I'm a firm believer in the deep body massages and acupuncture and Reiki energy. And so I don't want anybody to think if you want to go to a chiropractor, more power to you.
Chiropractors are fantastic. Yeah.
I think it's up to the person in there.
Yeah, I think people are getting more aware of all of the options.
There's a lot more. You know that saying, "Body heal thyself."
Yeah.
And you're a prime example. I'm going to give you a little message that you didn't even know you had.
Okay.
You had cancer, but you would not allow it to grow. You made it leave your body.
Woo! Wow.
I wish there was a way I could prove all this stuff.
I'm not surprised. I've made major changes in my life.
Oh, yeah. But you know, this is the whole thing. We can tell people all this, and I always wish that there was a way we could prove all of that.
Yeah.
A lot of times with you, what I have told you will come in dream to you.
Things do come to me in dreams. Yeah.
You own a house or a condo?
House.
Your roof need repair work?
It's got a little spot on the corner, and I had it patched a couple of years ago. I try not to
have a half a roof done.
I don't like to look at my roof. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
The wind that bring up a lot of that.
Okay.
The thingamajigs, one of those thingamajigs they
the
put
tiles. I have like a tile
that's
roof or something.
Thing.
Okay.
You know, what are they called?
Shingles.
There you go. What would we do without it?
I know, Lord.
You know, you're gonna have to have
This is
something.
a whole different show since I was here with it.
Yeah, a lot better.
You guys are great.
Okay.
You guys are great.
And like at least quarter or half of it, because I'm seeing a lot more uplifting because of Mother Nature.
Yeah. Okay.
Boy, you have an addict?
I haven't been up there.
But
there
you
is an
have one,
attic.
right?
There
Yeah.
is an attic. Yeah.
You know, those spirits are very happy up there. They like the dust, and they like to. And please don't take that as bad, but they're very. And then they're protecting you because actually those spirits have helped you not to have a fire there.
Wow. I know what that means.
Okay.
I had somebody used to leave on the stove.
Yeah,
Food on the stove burning.
So, folks, you may think, well, I'm a wacko, and that's okay. I'm used to that, you know.
We are wackos.
Yeah.
You know?
So I would want to be the other way, would you?
No.
I like it, you know.
Oddities works for me.
Right?
Yeah, oddity, you know.
Title I wear well.
Yeah, you know, I had a vision of what I would look like had I not been doing what I'm doing now. Let me tell you what, girlfriend. This girl would never succeed in that type of life. I could not see myself and working on a tool machine. I mean, everybody needs an occupation, and that's a job for everybody.
We
Like
have
my son
another
is.
call.
Oh.
What the heck is going on?
You got
Must
good
be
compliments on Facebook, by the way, about you coming on here.
No, it's not you. That was just a hang up.
Oh, okay. Thank
Go
you.
ahead and answer. You can go ahead and answer next time it comes through.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
One of the things that I'm also look with you is that they have prevented your house from burning because you get absent-minded. Okay.
I left
a
something
lot of
on.
things. You burned the soup up here one time. You were
I
heating up
did.
soup instead of using.
I did.
And then your mind, you were flighting out there. You were talking with somebody. Okay. You had to throw the pan away.
Yes. It was tea, and I was boiling, and I always set alarms, but I didn't. I went down. There was absolutely nothing left. I didn't know how the house didn't start on fire, quite frankly. It was miraculous.
There you go. Now you know.
Wow. And my ex-husband was famous for that, too.
Right. You know, that's like we bought a meat slicer. I think I told you about
Yep.
that. I love it, you know. I got my big chunks of meat, and I cut it up enough for my son and whomever I might want to give some to or what to say for ourselves. And then so I bought those storage baggies. A whole $1 for 12 of them at the dollar store. That's a lot of money. Well, I don't like to spend money. And we had them too close. Luckily, we were going to do, Connecticut, you know, and they were all hardening up, so now we had to teach you how to be more observant, you know. And I also will tell you, what do you heat by? Electric? Yes, you cook by gas? You cook by,
stove is electric.
Okay. How old is it, please?
Over 100 years old.
Your stove is?
Oh, my stove? No. About 10 years old.
Oh, I could say. Well, that's a pretty
My
old
house.
stove. That may be worth a lot of money.
About 10 years old.
Okay, so I would actually look at having it rebuilt. Not get a new one, but just have some new burners put in there.
Okay.
Because you got some burners there kind of weak.
Ah.
You got some, so you might want to have them rechecked over.
Okay.
That would be good for another 20 years. You do that, okay. Now, the house that you live in actually should be a very famous house. there was some kind of a political person that used to live in that house, and a doctor that lived in that house before you. I would tell you to check the history of that book. You'll be of that house. You'll be amazed.
Okay.
And in the back there was like a shed. Is there a shed, a place that was like a shed?
It's a garage, but actually looks like a shed.
Yeah,
It doesn't look like a regular garage.
No, okay, because that was an older place. Okay.
Yes.
It was a very wealthy house at one time. What happened to us? Where's the money, right?
I haven't. I need to get out in the yard.
My question to you is, I have this feeling, and I know what your answer is going to be. I want you to, are you happier now that you have to work harder for your money than when you didn't have to?
Yes, I love making my own way.
Right.
I do.
It made you appreciate what you have even more. Does that make
It
sense
does.
to you?
It does.
You know?
Yeah.
You know? And the one thing I am going to suggest, don't look behind you.
Okay.
Because then you start, and I had that. She constantly reminded me, I don't have to look back. You know, because I look at myself and, oh my God, from where I've been to where I am today.
Yeah.
And then you start doubting. You know, I don't want you to do that. Because when you doubt, then I want you to lose that confidence in you. Okay, talk about your books and what you teach.
Oh, thank you.
You got some time.
Yeah, how they can
Yeah.
how they
see
can-
you, contact you, your social media.
Yeah.
This is all your show for the next 15 minutes.
Wow. Thank you.
Until we're
Oh,
not
I
here.
love talking with both of you. You've been fascinating, Norm. Thank you for
thank
all of that. Fantastic. And Lori, too. Wow, dynamic duo here. I like what you said. I feel like I have to write, but it's a good have to. So I already have another book that they just come to me. That's, I guess, a psychic gift, I suppose, that the book title comes to me. The download
Let's
comes
use the
to
word
me.
intuitive gift. Okay, because I don't really particularly like that word. Well, let's use the word
Sure.
intuitive gift.
Okay.
I think that, right?
Instead
you
of
can
down.
use psychic if you want, but I like
Intuitive gift,
yeah.
yes. Okay. Intuitive, inner knowing. I know, I can see the book title, the cover. I know what it's about. This one took 2 years that I actually sat down and write it. This cover was done 2 years ago, and the outline was done. So I do feel it's a bit of divine timing, too. I think Spirit gives us things, but not everything needs to be done all at once. But I feel like I'm keeping the flow. So I finished something, and but I'm really appreciating this whole process. Like I said, I published about 8 books, and Lori is in one of my books, the Inner Circle Chronicles, book 3. I love that book because it's integrative health and brought that up for the first time.
Was that your book?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that
she's
was
in my book 3.
We talked about it
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
It's
you
amazing
enjoy
that I get to work with so many amazing people like Lori. Like, that's what I love the most, is that I feel like I have an intuitive ability or gift to work with people to find out what they're really good at and what they're meant to do and some of what their gifts are. And I really enjoy doing that as I do, share my own work
but
too.
You need to do more on your own. Same with
I have
Lori
been
needs to
feeling
do more
that.
on her own
I've been
already.
feeling that.
By the way, I got 3 pages done on my book.
Good for you. That's wonderful. That's a struggle for you.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I've always been afraid if I write my book, she's actually been grounding me on it. If I write my book, then my life will be over. I know that's a weird thought, you know.
Well, it's not like a memoir. Or,
Yeah,
oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Well, if I write one, does that mean I'm going to die or what? I know it's the negative energy trying to block me
Trying to
from it,
derail
and I
you,
won't
yeah.
allow
It's
it
the
to.
first book of
Yeah.
maybe many.
Yeah, you know. And I'm not, any book I write, and I am going to be writing, is I'm going to go into my new foundation. It's called Healing for Healthy Paths. In other words, folks, we're going to get back to you again.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not just
I
talking.
love that you
But in
did.
other
I want to
words,
do foundation too.
I make no money on this. Lori, any charity that we do, we
Right.
don't make money. Okay. The foundation, readers do, they get 50-50. Hopefully you go in for 50-50 too, and you do too. Vendors make money. I can honestly say I don't, nor do I want to. The money, the relaxing feel I get is watching the event grow, watching the that healing for healthy paths to grow and say, yeah, we're doing this, and want it as a community venture.
Mm-hmm.
I have a strong board committee. You're on the committee, if you can't attend, but we have a good board committee. We have a lot of good ideas that are coming in, and we have. She used to be one of the managers at Manchester Animal Shelter, the one that we both like. Shelley, yeah. Shelley, she's going to be helping with it.
So I got my 2 cats.
I have that. She also does, she'll be writing up the one page.
Mm-hmm.
I have another one. She's an art teacher and an artist. She's going to do a lot of the art for us. I just have, I am so honored and so grateful for all these people that want to help do this. Okay, because this is something that I live for. This is something that, even though I've been trying to, it's not an overnight whim. It's something that for years I have been planning. And you know what the thing is? I don't want any credit for it. I can honestly say that. I just soon stay in the background and have other people go and do it this way. Then I can go and maybe go on a venture toward to help raise money. I don't need to be there. Oh, you're gonna do this way. You're gonna do it that way. And everybody says, oh no, you're gonna no. I just soon sit in the background.
Yeah, but you would like to do that, but that's not how Spirit's calling you to do it.
I know.
So you're just going to have to get over what you want and do what Spirit tells you.
Yeah, well, see, you and I, we're all very modest people. Most people that I know that are spiritually driven are very modest. Most. I mean, I know a couple like I saw today, but most of the people that I know I try to be very modest about what we do. I don't need that. Oh, it feels good. I don't need that pat in the back, but it does feel good when you get acclamation. Hey, I use another word about how well on confirmation about the work that we do. I had a lady call me at my home. Norman, you know what you told me 10 years ago, and I told you were full of bull crap? I go, yeah, kind of. And she, well, it's all right. Everything happened just the way I said it when she said, and you're right, my husband and I got divorced, and I made a bundle out of it. I said, but you lied too, huh? But I said, but just getting confirmation is don't you get? Doesn't that feel
It's
good?
nice. It's nice. But I also know that sometimes things happen when I tell people out a little bit in the future, and I'm not going to find out if,
Oh,
but I like to deliver the message, and
And I know I have people who tell me I'm not a reader, I'm not a good reader, and all that, and that's okay. I don't allow that negative energy to bother me anymore. If I've done something wrong, I will personally make amends for it.
Yeah.
Right.
She can tell you I have to make amends for anything I might have done. If I've done an error on something, because I do have a sharp tongue, and I'll be the first one to admit it, and I'm trying to cut down on that. But if I upset somebody, or they tell me I'm not a good reader, or I'm not a reader at all, that's okay. I've learned to live with it.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I do.
We know why we do it. And It's not for that.
I wanted to do a pole dance, but I got a couple of messages emailed at you at home. Now, don't you dare. I have a thing about pole dance, kidding around.
He brings it up every time.
I don't know what I do if you ask
I
me
think you
to
did
come
it the
back
last
and
time
come
I
and
was
do it.
on.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I asked if you could do one.
Every
That's right. So I haven't got one. I don't know what I do if I actually come on.
I know, but we're going to change the subject here.
Yeah.
And so tell people how they can get hold of you or how they can find out
right.
what's going on with you.
Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, never interruption. I always love it here. So fun. I'm at annediedre.com, my website, and I'm offering a free Awaken Your Intuitive Power gift set if you want to join my community. And I'm doing an intuitive living newsletter that's going to be more integrative health and tips on intuitive living, which I think is really raising your vibration, feeling really good, whether it's essential oils or flower essences, just having that help in life, because there's so much going on that we need support, I think, from nature and other things and animals. I wrote in my book that a cat purring has a healing hertz level of between 40 and 120, which actually heals bones.
Oh.
I researched science.
Right, and that's science. That's not.
That's science.
made
My
up.
cat was purring, and I was writing, and I'm like, there's something to that, and I looked it up, and sure enough. So, got a lot of interesting tips in there.
So how do they get your book?
My book is on my website, annediedre.com, and it's also on Amazon, Kindle and paperback.
When you get that, folks, you don't read it, you're a loss.
So do you have a Facebook page, Twitter,
Yes.
LinkedIn, any of those?
Let's see. My Facebook page is Anne Diedre, and That's the best place. That's the best. That's where I hang out the most, I'd say. So thank you, Anne Diedre. I have Twitter, an intuitive author. I gotta figure out how to use that a little more. Both of you on Twitter? You tweeting stuff out?
I'm on
tweeting. Okay, I'll have to
catch
you on there. Instagram, I got on there a few months ago. That's been kind of fun.
I got on that night and blocked it off. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
It's all about pictures.
Yeah. Well, you got to talk sometimes too. Yeah, I like my writing.
Yeah. And plus that takes up too my bad. You
can't spend all day on doing everything.
I've learned one thing about Facebook that I have learned, and for me, is that I used to spend hours on it, and now I'll do like an hour in the morning and maybe an hour in the afternoon.
You gotta watch it.
And it can be hypnotizing. And then I don't like it for a lot of reasons. I don't particularly want to hear how Linda is beating her sister up and the vocabulary that comes out of the Facebook words and all that. You know what? You got a personal problem with your sister, you don't need to bring it on Facebook.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah, with anybody.
No, you don't need to bring it in on Facebook. It's ridiculous. Nobody cares. Although they want to hit a negative energy on it, but nobody cares, you know. And like with all the politicians that are going on there with that, who cares? Be who you want to be.
Yeah.
One of the things that I am going to tell you, you have an office in your house.
Yeah.
You got to redecorate.
That's what I've been working on.
Bring out more brighter colors.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too bright, your mother said.
Yeah. Time to
Did your mother sing?
Yes.
She had a beautiful voice.
She did.
Was she the church choir or?
Yeah, she sang all the time on the ski slope, and I would Mom, please don't sing on the chairlift. But yeah, she sang all the time.
She said she's still singing. God likes her words. She's singing a lot of hymns up where she's at. Just to let you know, she in her own way she was quite religious.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yeah, very much.
And she said but I have to tell you this, I don't know why it keeps coming through, that she lived life to the fullest.
Yes, she did.
And I also will tell you, one thing I'm looking at you as well, with the books that you're writing, never stop. Never stop. Because if you stop, you will get early dementia.
Ooh.
I really, truly believe that Spirit is telling you to tell you that.
Yeah.
Because your mind is always very active, so you have to find a way of keeping your mind active. Does that make sense?
I do. I channel.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Time for a new computer.
It's so funny. I have two, one that I...
you cherish.
Well, it does some of the things, I have some computer issues for sure, some tech issues.
You combine everything in. You got one computer. Do you have a backup for it? If something goes wrong with it?
Yeah.
Then you need to have that because your older computer is going to come crashing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have the spirits in that house just love you to pieces. Okay. You have one. I should probably say this on team. That wants to make out with you.
Oh dear.
Okay, the spirits will do that if you're not careful. When it's up to you. Do you burn sage in your house?
Occasionally.
You need to maybe burn it more.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the things I tell people when they start burning sage for a lot of energy and a lot of prosperity, if they can, see if you agree with me, burn sage at the same time for 7 days.
Okay.
Because you're reinforcing the energy that you need to have. Where are your glasses?
In my bag.
You're going to have to start wearing them more.
For distance.
I think women that wear glasses are very attractive.
Yeah. I just need them when I drive or watch television.
No, I'm like taking
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, you're going to be invited to a very formal dinner party. Make sure you say yes.
I can see myself saying yes to that. Good food.
And you got to have a very nice escort taking you. Okay? And you got plenty of clothes in your closet, darling. You can just maybe dry clean it and have it redone over. and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot of very interesting people, maybe authors, maybe spiritual people. And there's always people who, what is she doing here? We run into that all the time, you know. But I think it could be a very strong blessing. It looks like maybe a year from now. Okay. And it looks like not a but it's kind of like a Radisson hotel setting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be from some people that you would never expect to do with others. I also see you going to a class reunion.
Okay.
You go to class reunions?
I haven't in a long time.
I would definitely encourage you to go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Show them what a girlfriend you can be successful, right? You know, go in there and just say, you know what, and you don't have to. See, the one thing you got to stop doing, you don't have to prove a damn thing to anybody.
Amen.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You don't need anybody's approval.
Right.
You have yours. Believe me, I can take that when I say that. I talk from experience. Okay, because I was always, even though my father had passed away, I was always looking for his approval, or I'd be looking for another approval. Then
It's easy to fall into.
Always looking. We always have to look for approval. You know. Her mother was on our show. What, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
What a
fun.
nice little lady. We had such a
That's
good time.
awesome.
With her. She enjoyed it, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She really did have a good time.
And
That's
my
so
friend
great.
Mary came
That's
on
so
with her, you
great.
know. And the first time she came on, I don't want to go on there now. So now once she...
Can I come on again?
But this is what the type of show that I want. I want this to have community.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to feel you'll be coming on again. I'll be setting up a date with you.
That'd be great.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is all about community. If you play guitar, if you play musical instrument, whatever, if you're going to comment, as long as it's not a negative comment, it's not, it's not, as Lori said, it's not going to hurt other people. Please feel free, feel more than welcome to come on. This is the way we look at it. Okay, but if you're not going to hurt somebody, then don't do it. Because we're not going to put up with that.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. I don't know. You have a bicycle?
No, not currently.
Oh, you have one that an exercise bicycle?
Oh, I have a lot. I've done
one
that a
you-
lot.
it-
Elliptical.
Yeah, I have one. I got to get back on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also encourage you for your arthritis to get on the bicycle.
That is better than, I did. That's a good motion.
You have a dog?
No, 2
Cats.
cats.
You ready for a dog?
A dog, I've thought about it, but...
I see a little, like a Pekingese that you're not going to let somebody abuse,
Oh,
you know. And you'll take over for it, you'll take care of it, you'll get a very well loving dog. Your cats will get along fine with it. People have this big conception that cat and dogs
Pretty
don't
chill.
get along, but they really do.
yeah.
Did you see there with that lady that left the cat at Walmart? I think it was an accident.
Yeah.
I-
Put it in a box.
Yeah.
And pushed it inside and then left.
The reason why I believe is that because she couldn't afford the vet care.
Right. Well, right. She
You
knew
know.
somebody would find it.
Yeah. I don't think it was done intentionally. I mean, it was done intentionally, but I think
It wasn't
not with
maliciously,
malice, you know,
right.
Yeah,
is that she
didn't
wanted
know what
somebody
to
to
do.
find it. And then there was another one who took her dog and puppies out into the woods and left them there. And luckily, now that was cruel. That they should be
yes.
punished with. Okay.
Yeah.
Or the
But-
lady that took her dog to Target the
Yeah.
other day and left it in the car.
Yeah.
And it was like
Anything until 120.
the
But they
inside
saved
of the
the dog,
car.
right?
Yeah. But the inside of the car gets up to like 167 degrees,
Stop
even though
doing
she had the
those
windows
silly
down a
things.
little in the back.
No.
But leave your pets at home.
Yeah.
Don't take them everywhere with you for their safety, for your safety.
I'm a firm believer in leaving your animals at home. I really am. Yeah, it looks cute. They like to ride with you and all that. My son's dog would like to ride with him, but he's hard.
Well,
But
special rides with them is one thing. Take them to the dog park or, go get
Yeah,
ice
for a
cream
ride
or
or
whatever.
ice cream.
But don't take them somewhere where you're going to leave them in the car while you go into air conditioning.
Yeah.
and not only that, but we had my air conditioner was on, and I had a sign on my window, air conditioner on, and somebody thought they'd be cute and broke the window. When the police came by and I showed them the sign, I said there was no reason for this. Well, you don't think they were trying to think of the dog? I go, no. I said, read what the sign said, air conditioner on. Can you feel the cold air? And I said, what if my dog had bit that person? Then I would have been liable. You know? And they said, well, do you think they should pay for the window? I said, you know what? Just let it go. I'll pay for the window. I'll get everything taken because maybe in their heart they might have meant well, even though there was callous. But rather than go through a whole bunch of rigmarole.
But people shouldn't do that either.
No.
And that's, because there have been several times where the animal, cat or dog or whatever, has somehow turned the air conditioner to the heater. I mean, there was even 3 little girls that did that several years back, and they all died. I mean, it's like just don't leave your kids, don't leave your pets in the car. Not even if you think you're only going to be gone a minute. Just don't do it.
Well, there was a person that worked in a local hospital, a really high-powered hospital. He had the head administrator of this hospital that was so busy she forgot to drop her child off at the babysitter and forgot the baby in the car, and the car died. I mean, the baby died. But they call that an accidental. I'm sorry.
I just don't understand that.
Have money, you know what? You still have to be aware of your children.
There have been several people that have done that type of thing in the last 10, 15 years. And a good half of them have been ruled accidents. The other half have been prosecuted for murder.
Yeah,
and
they should be, it should be accidental. It should be downright. How can you forget your child?
Right.
I don't understand that
Could
whatsoever.
you forget your child?
Never.
No, they would like to. We know, but no, we can't. No. But you know what? Then they have to live with themselves.
Right. Well, and but see, that's what some people say. Oh, this horrible accident happened, and now they'll have to pay for it the rest of their lives. Yeah.
So what?
That's true. But if you're so busy in life that you can forget your kid in the car, then you shouldn't have had a kid to begin with, because your priorities in life are messed up.
Right.
You know?
I don't understand it.
What does orange represent to you?
Creativity, being different. I've been really into orange. I got orange glass I like to drink out of.
That is your creative side.
It's a vibrant, unexpected color. Yeah.
What's it mean to you?
Well, I've always been a big believer in orange brings you joy.
Well, okay. Again, I learned something new. See, folks, I'm a little older than these two, maybe a year or two. No, I'm only 35. Next week I'll be 36, 34.
I thought you were 34 and
No,
you're going to be 33.
I'm going to go backwards.
Right, going 33.
You're going to be 51 instead of 53.
There you go. And, no, actually I'll be 37. No, 27.
You just pick whatever age you want to
Yeah.
be. I mean, that's
Really?
that's the way
Yeah,
it is.
let's do that.
You know what? Isn't age only a number?
It is.
Mm-hmm. I feel better now than I ever have,
I feel
really.
so much better than I did when I was 50 years old, or maybe around 30, because I don't drink anymore, and I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. In 4 years, I'm not as rowdy as I miss the rowdiness sometimes, but that's okay. But I won't give up my pot. I don't care. I still do it. That's who I am. But I enjoy life today more than I ever have, and I am so excited that my son and I have this really awesome relationship now.
That's awesome.
We weren't strangers for long. I mean, we would talk to each other all the time on the phone, but we never did anything together. Now we have cookouts together. We're planning on renting one of those, what do they call them? Pontoon boats, or what do you call
A
them?
pontoon boat, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big word.
Yes.
Boat, we're going to take a thing on there. We're going to invite Mary if she wants to come. We're going to rent a pontoon boat. And we're just doing a lot of things. And I'm so excited because we're just doing all these things that we never did before. We're just getting close. And I always call my daughter-in-law my guardian angel. She's a little bossy at times, like some other people, but I won't mention names.
No, you need that.
Yeah.
You need your bossy women to keep you in line.
When I go to the doctor's office, she tries to near with me. That's fine. I don't think I like it.
That's great.
And whatever. She won't let me lie to the doctor, though.
Good for her.
She made me like it. I love hot dogs. And he tells me I'm not supposed to have. See, I told you he said you couldn't have them. But the doctor that I had, I'm going to get a new one because he's accusing me of smoking when I'm not. And then he gave my daughter-in-law a really dirty, angry look because she smokes. So what? No, not to me to judge her, nor anybody else to judge,
Right.
And Then the lady who put the thing on my finger and just check whatever they do with it had it right here, and according to them, my heart rate is only 33.
Mm.
They said I had to go into the hospital, so I'll find a new doctor.
I think so.
And I refuse to go on the diabetic pills. Refuse. I see my lovely friend Mary, she has to take a shot, or all that too. And, and she tries so hard to be healthy. And I love Mary. She's one of the nicest ladies, but I would never want to get her upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And my friend Bob, he was on he got to the point where he would eat something he shouldn't be eating, and then he gets himself a shot or whatever, doing okay, smoke. And I was, maybe you can answer this for me, or you can. Do you think, I wonder, maybe it's him coming back in spirit, checking in the refrigerator to see what I have.
No, we talked about this on the way in, and that's, I think you should just flat out ask him if it's him.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and, like I said.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so in other words, he's going to be taking over the. Well, I want to thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
I want to push your book a couple more times.
Oh, thank you. Intuition: 7 Basic Instincts to Change Your Life. Changing your life isn't easy all the time, so using your intuition really helps. Especially other people have really good opinions, but they may not be the best and highest good for your own life. So this book has a lot of tips to be able to find out what's really true for you and be able to listen to yourself. Look at that. That's awesome. Thank you.
We have great camera
You really
staff
do. Thank you. It helps you listen to that inner guidance and really follow it and help unblock what's in the way of what's naturally your birthright to be able to have and enjoy in life. So thank you for that.
Okay. And how can they get a hold of that?
At AnneDiedre.com. I'll spell it ANNEDEIDRE, and it's also on Amazon Kindle and paperback. And actually in all bookstores. It's got worldwide distribution. Yeah, I'm going to be starting doing some book signings and lining things up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And folks, if things work out right, she'll be bringing to the event on October 7th for Healing for Healthy Paws. She'll have a little area there if you want to set your books up to sell. So all that.
Do you have any upcoming events that they could come see you at?
I am a keynote speaker Sunday, gosh that flew, at New Age Expo in Danvers, Mass. That event is from 10 to 5, and I'm speaking at 1 p.m. at the Hilton Hotel. And let me see, just lining some different things up. Yeah, some more radio and getting out there with the book a bit. So thank you so much for that, Lori.
Now, how's it feel to be a keynote speaker?
Amazing. It was the first place I ever spoke, and I was shaking.
And I told you years ago you're going to be doing a lot of speaking. Okay.
You did. Yeah.
Well, I do want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
And I want all the people out there to remember that every day you are a winner, and check more for information about the Healing for Healthy Paws. We'll be, like Donna Long's going to be doing a poster of it. We're going to be writing more of it. We're going to be working on our website as well. And we'll now stay tuned for cameraman Paul has done an excellent job as usual. What do you call it? Historical?
The History of Manchester
videos
that he's been producing. Oh my gosh,
Ooh,
they're
cool.
amazing.
Yeah, so
that
they
sounds great.
So,
he puts good music to it. I mean,
I'll have to race home and watch it.
Well, it's going to be right here, yeah. We can go home and watch it, yeah. And they'll be shooting again Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning, Sunday at 4.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming
Thank
on
you,
and have a
Norm.
great weekend.
Thank you.
Hurry up and get that other book done.
I will. Thank
And
you so much.
Folks, every day, remember, each and every one of you are the winners.